Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bull and Beely Disambiguation podcast. As you know, this show we talk about disambiguation pages for on Wikipedia, and this week we're going to go chronologically through the John Glens of our nation. So, with me I got Adam, Kai, Sam, and Don, the usual crew. You guys want to say anything?
Hi.
Bull and Beely, bitch boob.
Nice. Adam's here too, but he's not going to say anything.
Permalink.
Okay, so we're going to start off with, we're going to go chronologically through John Glenn's. We're starting off with John Glenn, the judge. He was from a Maryland attorney. He was a federal judge. He was confirmed by the United States Senate.
Confirmed kill.
He purchased and expanded his brother's slave farm in Hilton. That's how he got his money. He knew Robert E. Lee as a guest to his place. There's no sources to this article. There's one
Wait,
reference.
what are you reading? Are you reading the Maryland State? What are you reading, dude?
The John Glenn Judge one.
Yeah, this is John Glenn.
Wait, I'm not seeing... okay, yeah, I'm seeing... Never mind. My bad.
Okay, that looks like about everything we know about him.
Yeah.
What about this South Carolina judge? John Lyles Glenn Jr. He was a United States federal judge.
He's not the next one
Oh, you forgot
chronologically.
it's Comma Jr.
The next John Glenn is John Glenn, Alberta, who's an early Albertan settler.
Wait, what about John Glenn Mayer? He comes first.
Yeah,
The mayor
John
of
Glenn
Atlanta
Mayer's before him.
In 1855.
Crap, sorry, we're going with the mayor of Atlanta. We already talked about, we didn't touch on this. So he's from Decatur, is that how you say it?
He moved to Decatur.
Okay.
Georgia. But he was from Lawrence, South Carolina, apparently.
He worked for the Georgia Railroad for 41 years.
That's back when Lauren owned South Carolina.
He took over Allison Nelson. Is that a woman?
No, it's
his
a guy.
wife,
No.
Eliza Shoemate. They had 10 kids. Wow.
Wow.
Jesus.
All right, let's move on to the next one. John Glenn,
Alberta.
Alberta.
John Glenn, Alberta.
This is a pretty sizable article here.
Yeah, he was born in Mayo County, Ireland. He's from Liverpool. Oh no, he took a boat from Liverpool to New York City. He went to Waco, Texas.
And worked on a ranch.
Yeah, he joined the
He was drafted into the Confederate Army.
Yeah, he traveled around the United States. He moved to BC and the Bakerville. Father Lacombe. It's just your basic John Glenn story. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. John Thomas Glenn, another mayor of Atlanta.
Oh, this is a little spooky.
Yeah, Atlanta.
The John Glenn conspiracy.
John Glenn.
He's the son of another Atlanta mayor, Luther Glenn.
Huh.
Oh shit. So I think what we're getting at here is there's a Glenn dynasty in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm not denying it, but I don't think we have quite enough information to go 100% on that. But we'll keep it on the back burner.
Yo, Adam, what are your thoughts on this? I agree. Those are some good thoughts.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, thanks, Adam.
Okay. Next chronologically, we have John Glenn, the outfielder.
The 1870s outfielder.
Yeah, because there's one from 1960s.
Yeah. So, what team did he play? He played for the MLB on the Washington.
Oh, Jesus!
He
was accused of robbery and rape of a 12-year-old girl.
Whoa. Yeah, I think this guy, that's all we have to say about him, really. He's gonna get me all
He was shot by a police officer then, who was attempting to protect him from a lynch mob. What do you think? Would you rather get shot or lynched?
Probably get shot.
100%.
Probably shot, yeah.
Yeah, I'd take shot.
So, he played for the White Sox. That's pretty good.
He started off with the Washington Olympics.
4 different teams, apparently.
But only hit 1 home run in his entire 4-year career.
He played for the Washington Olympics and then the Nationals and the Blue Legs, but I think that's all the same team with different names. And then he played for the White Sox.
Is that a lot of runs batted in? Because it looks like it to me.
157.
157. He's got 157. That's
a lot of RBIs. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a look at the next John Glenn.
Any better?
1892. John Lyles Glenn Jr.
Oh yeah, we didn't look at him yet.
He went to Oxford.
Captain John Thomas Army. Glenn or whatever. Let's go.
John Lyles Glenn.
He was appointed by Herbert Hoover.
Yeah, he was
to a joint appointment.
He was appointed by a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, so he was confirmed by the Senate. It's your basic John Glenn story. I'm fine with it.
Classic.
Yeah,
John Glenn.
We're not doubting this one, but the other ones,
The baseball one. I'm excited for this 1970s outfielder.
All right, I think we're on the 1960s outfielder now.
No, we're not. We're on.
Oh, we're not.
We're on the director.
Oh, the screenwriter. Okay. Yeah, John Glenn director. All right.
Oh, James Bond films.
So this should be noted. It's only one N. It's only one N for the director.
This guy directed Octopussy, so it makes up for the lack of N.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, hold on. Where's John Glenn, the spaceman?
The spaceman.
Is he even in this?
Yeah, he's at the very, very top. It says it's like the very
John Glenn,
first
1921 to 2016.
Yeah.
1916. What a great year.
Okay.
It's
John
a little
Glenn,
bit far out.
Let's take a look at.
He lived to it.
Okay, how about everyone? Let's take a look at. Everyone name their favorite movie that John Glenn, the director, was involved in. Take a look. He's got a nice list.
It's 5, 6. Oh, definitely. I'm a big fan of the Wild Geese, just because. Big fan of geese that are able to run free. Like,
hey, what about the Italian Job? He was a second unit director, but he was uncredited. That's a bit of a scam. He got scammed out of that.
I'm actually a fan of Shout at the Devil. That's my favorite. Which one's your favorite, Thomas? Is it Octopussy?
We talking James Bond movies right now?
No, we're talking movies that John Glenn directed or was involved in.
Ooh, I might have to go with.
Oh wow, that's a lot of movies.
Oh man, I might have to go with. Ooh, he directed the original Italian Job.
Well, he was
the second unit director.
He was uncredited for that work.
Oh,
yeah, it doesn't count. Uncredited
but,
doesn't
you can really
count.
feel his presence in that film.
I'm gonna go with Pulp, starring Michael Caine.
Yeah, that's a respectable choice. Okay, next John Glenn. Oh shit, the next John Glenn was
Spaceman?
Astronaut John Glenn.
All right.
We'll just tell the people he was born after this John Glenn.
I mean, it's just like.
All right, John Glenn
there's not everyone knows this.
There's not really much to say about John Glenn the astronaut.
He was both preceded and succeeded by William B. Roth Jr. Just a brief interruption.
His Wikipedia page, it's quite full. I'd say there are about like 3 N's worth of information about this John Glenn. Well, a lot of the other John Glenn's they only have like 1 N worth of information.
Yeah.
Well, this guy has at least 7 or 8 N's worth of information. This guy lived a full N life.
Yeah, he's got a lot. He's got a lot. He deserved a lot of N's on that.
You know how many N's there are in space? Hundreds of N's.
That's true. That is true.
He received a Presidential Medal of Freedom. Yeah, that's pretty much all you need.
That was it. All you need to know. Savings and loan scandal. Had a loan scandal. Who knew?
Okay, next John Glenn is the 1960s outfielder.
All right, here we go.
Born in Moultrie, Georgia.
Hey, this guy only had 5 RBIs, so. But no.
He had a much better batting average, though. He had a .258.
So I guess he's got that going for him.
Good point. But that was during new ball era, so might have actually been a worse player for the time.
What was that ball harder to throw?
No, it was harder to hit.
It was after the mud ball era, actually. Yeah. Where they only played while it was raining.
What?
That's not true. But
I guess I forgot to read about that.
Baseball had different the ball was literally I don't really know the specifics about it, but basically it was much harder to get hits and hit it far, and olden times baseball, like around the time Babe Ruth played. And that's why like his records are so impressive.
Well, I mean, I beat Babe Ruth's records already.
I mean, Pablo Sanchez did.
Well,
So.
yeah, Pablo is one thing.
Pablo Sanchez, fantastic player. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, iconic. You know, he's actually also a good skateboarder in backyard skateboarding.
I wonder if there's
I
a kid
believe
named
it.
Pablo Sanchez. There has to be.
There has to be.
All right. Well, I think we should move on to the next John Glenn.
Yeah,
We've only got a
let's-
couple left. So, John Glenn, screenwriter or politician?
Politician.
All right.
He's an MP. That's all you need to know. Jeez, he's got a long one. Whatever. Interests?
He's got some beliefs apparently.
What party is he part of?
Anti-mitochondrial donation therapy.
What?
Something.
Dude, he went to.
He does not
He's
believe
cautious about potentially opening the door to development of genetically modified babies. He's not okay with that.
But who is this?
All right, wait a
He is
minute,
also
wait.
an advocate for religious education.
Let's take a step back.
Is this the newest John
This
Glenn?
is John Glenn, politician.
All right, here's the what's up with this mitochondria thing? I'm pretty sure this means he does not believe that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Well, the mitochondria.
That might be true.
The mitochondria actually is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah, we need to make sure our listeners understand that.
There's anyone 8 things I learned in high school. It's that the mitochondria.
I don't
is
think
the
that was 8 for
powerhouse
me,
of the cells.
honestly.
It definitely is.
No, I'm saying that the mitochondria is an important effect. It counts for 8 facts.
Oh, well, yeah, it's 8 words. The
Like,
mitochondria
is the
powerhouse of the cell. Yeah, that's
The
actually
Powerhouse is like worth a couple words, maybe.
It's true. No, it's flexible. It's a good enough word you can
Yeah.
really like. It's like an ace in blackjack.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, the last John Glenn is the screenwriter. His birthday isn't even on here. So I'm just
Yeah.
going to assume he's the youngest.
In 2008, he wrote something, so he was still alive then. He
Mhm.
began his screenwriting career in 2000, so pretty.
He was probably
new
like
on the
20
block.
when that happened, so he's probably born late 70s. That's what I'm thinking.
Is that it?
I mean, we could go ahead and take a look.
Hey, I'm just gonna point out if we're gonna make a second half of this, I did send out the link for the disambiguation for the phrase "wild geese."
Okay.
Oh, there's also disambiguation pages for John
And
for
Glenn.
Glenn.
And also, wait, John Glenn, the American
wait,
singer.
hold
We've
on,
missed a
hold
lot
on.
of John Glenns. Trinidadian soccer player. We've missed so many.
Whoa.
Yeah,
We've
why
missed
did
at
we not
least-
get these? Okay, so let's take a look at John Glenn the singer.
Wait, where are you guys seeing this?
It's the
He
very
was
bottom
an,
of the
he was an
disambiguation.
X Factor
Very bottom.
finalist.
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
I see it. So, viewers should note that this is John with just no H. It's just
Yeah.
Jon.
But it's two
J-O-N.
N's.
So, a little
Two
bit
N's in
different.
Glenn.
Yeah, so this guy actually is, didn't quite live up to the John Glenn
So
base
it-
level.
So this link redirected us to a bold heading that says the Stereo Hogs. That's HOGZZ.
So you see the 2 Z's? I'm pretty sure that's like an reference to the fact that Glenn has 2 N's. I think that's where they chose those 2 Z's.
Okay, let's take a look at Jonathan Glenn. Honorable mention.
Trinidadian soccer player. Yeah.
Yeah. He plays in North America now.
Oh wow.
MLS,
Yeah, MLS on Jacksonville Armada.
as you do.
Does it say?
Hey, what is his relationship with Tobago?
I don't know.
It looks like he played on the Trinidad and Tobago team starting 2014, so I'm guessing he's tight. He's cool.
He also played for this team, Breidablik.
Oh, that's like some weird, like, Icelandic.
Oh yeah,
actually-
he played in Iceland,
Oh, it actually is Iceland? I thought it
and
was
he was
Finland.
he had a successful first season in Iceland.
Is this the
Scoring
Trinidadian
12
soccer player?
goals in
This guy's
20
all
matches.
over the place. Oh yeah, he does.
12
most in
goals
the
in
league.
20 matches?
Yeah.
This guy's on fire.
He
got
played
a
for
golden
the
boot.
He's about to leave
Vermont.
the atmosphere.
What the hell is the Vermont Voltage? St. Albans, Vermont? Where even is that?
I think it's in Vermont, actually.
What the hell? It's in the middle of nowhere. Oh wait, no, it's just outside of Montpelier.
Montpelier, that far north.
Oh yeah, it's way up there. I would know.
What's the population?
I live in New England.
The population is 7,000. How do these people support a professional soccer team?
That's a good question. Maybe it's a minor league like farm thing. I think we should move on to the fireboat, John H. Glenn Jr.
Yeah, let's take a look at that one.
So how many John Glens are there?
So this is a fireboat
Where's
stationed on the Potomac River near Washington, D.C.
Who's it named for?
Her bow was reinforced
John Glenn,
in
the
1984. It also allows her to serve as an icebreaker during the winter. So you know when your class tells you to like give an icebreaker about yourself, you can always bring up fireboat John H. Glenn Jr. Come on.
Shouts out to John H. Glenn Fireboat.
Yeah, sure. Well, it didn't used to have the ice-breaking bow.
Yeah,
but...
it was added in 1984. So if you're listening from before 1984, don't use it as an
basically, if you're in the water and you're hitting extreme temperatures, either too hot or too cold, John H. Glenn Jr., it's got you set.
That would
like,
yeah,
that's true.
That's
true.
That's true.
Like,
That's pretty good. Ooh, can we take a look at his John H. Glenn Jr. fireboat's installed power? 3 times 450 horsepower.
Oh, that's some pumping capacity if I've ever seen it.
Oh, honestly.
Oh wow.
That baby pumps.
26,000 liters per minute. I don't even know what that is in
Oh,
gallons.
man.
Think about that much milk, and then pump just.
Oh man,
Think
that
about
is
drinking
some
milk
milk
at that
right
rate.
there.
I don't even know if the United States drinks milk at that rate. Can we do some math real quick? Can someone open up, see how much milk is drank in the United States per year, bring it down to minutes, and see if that's as much milk as the United States consumes in a minute?
I don't think so. Like, I think that is more than the United States would consume in a year. There's no way we're consuming 5,000 gallons a minute. Okay, 44.7 gallons consumed per person. So 40. I'm just gonna use the round number of like 310 million. 44.7.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
310 000
Wait, just
000
go
000.
20.4 times 300,000.
Divide that by 365. Divide that by
525,600.
divide that by 60.
525,000.
I got 263.64, which is much over 5,000 gallons per minute.
Wait, 263 gallons per minute?
263,064 gallons per minute are consumed by the United States.
Oh baby.
Can
Well,
we
I
get the
can-
number in kilopounds?
44.7. Okay, I'm gonna do the average person by year and then multiply that by 310 million. So 40.7 divided by divided by 365, right? We're assuming it's not a leap year.
That's how many. That's
Oh, wait,
gallons per
Just
day.
do 525,600. That's how many minutes are in a year.
Times 24. You know what?
Whoa,
I don't know that number.
Nolan, calm down. It's okay. It's okay, man.
Divide that by 24. So we're at 0.005 gallons per hour. Divide that by 60. Or the average American consumes. Fun fact: the average American consumes 0.00008504 gallons per minute per year.
Times 300 million.
Times 310,000,000.
What are we at?
263.64. Someone else can check my math on Google.
I think that's right then, if you got it both ways.
26364.
So
yeah.
how many... Let's look at...
So
okay,
let's divide that by
see,
7,000.
No, here, let's see this. Let's see, since we're on a little tangent.
America consumes 3.7 gallons, like 3.7 John H. Glenn fireboats of milk every minute.
So you would
Wow.
need 3... Let's see if there's a single fireboat that can supply the entire United
If there
States
was-
milk supply per minute.
If there was a
But
giant
do you
gallon
think
of
it
milk,
can? So this is for water. Do you think it would be able to like pump more or less milk?
I think it'd be almost the same, because the densities are almost exactly the same.
yeah, I don't know that.
They're negligible.
I mean,
I'm gonna-
what if it's like non-homogenized milk? That definitely would have a role. That would definitely mess things up a
Okay,
bit.
Yeah, there's some viscosity there.
Standard 2% milk that you buy at a
So
store.
we're talking like, are we talking ultra pasteurized,
Yes.
like pasteurized? Like
Yes.
how's it
You're
what's going on?
you're rolling to Kroger regular plain old milk. You know what we're talking about. I'm gonna say that's.
So that's like pasteurized. I don't know if it's ultra pasteurized. I'll be honest.
I'm gonna say that's somewhat slower than water.
Definitely not ultra pasteurized. If we're talking about America, it's not ultra.
Quarter of a John H. Glenn fireboat in there.
The calcium's messing you up. Maybe what if John H. Glenn gets like a kidney stone?
That's true. That's true. We didn't think about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to factor that into the calculation.
Yeah, we are.
So, how many fireboats?
Bless you. Bless you.
How many fireboats was it?
It was 3.7.
Let's just say 4.
Yeah, no, that's too much milk. Think about how much milk that is.
Yes,
that's like 2,000 gallons of milk just going nowhere.
No, it doesn't have to pump that quickly. It doesn't have to pump that quickly.
Dying kids in Africa could be milking that milk.
They could. If there was a sea of milk shooting into a giant jug of milk that America drank from directly, if you had 4 boats all shooting into it, America would have to be like, stop, this is too much milk.
You know what I think would be a better thing to find out? What's the largest country that the John H. Glenn fireboat would be able to pump that amount of milk into? Like what's the largest nation?
Americans do drink an exceptional amount of milk.
Pumping milk.
Check Canada.
Supply the entire. Yeah, let's try Canada.
I would like to counter that fact with, what is the smallest nation that John H. Glenn can't satisfy?
So when you say smallest, are we talking about land? Are we talking about population? Like number of cows that live there?
Population. Yeah, population.
Population. All right. Population of humans, right? We're not talking like cow population or anything.
No, because we don't measure cow consumption of milk.
This is cow milk, correct? That was implicitly assumed. All right.
Not goats. I don't have the greatest respect for goat milk, but most.
What about soy milk? Can we add that one in?
No, that's
we're only talking about.
Hey, we're being a little bit unfriendly to our lactose intolerant viewers, so I want to take a moment.
You know what?
To
Everyone's a little lactose intolerant, Sam. So we're all equal.
You know what? I have a friend who's lactose intolerant. After he told me he was, I thought less of him. Wow. If he can't handle milk, how can he handle me?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the way lactose intolerant people talk, like I meet one, I act differently.
Canada produces even more milk.
They produce or drink more milk. That's an important.
Think about. Oh my God! What's the point of giving everyone the milk they can drink if that's not bringing into consideration the entire milk product industry?
What do you mean there? Like, what else is drinking milk?
Cheese production, ice cream.
Oh
no, we're just thinking raw drinking milk.
Yeah, I think we're thinking about like
just
the
raw.
John H. Glenn is
raw
spraying
of milk.
People are just drinking it straight out of the hose. You know, like one guy just takes a sip and then just passes it to his right, and then that guy takes a sip.
Are we gonna count because the hose is still running, are we gonna count the milk that like goes on the ground or like on somebody's shirt?
Oh,
no,
yeah,
it's gonna have
that's
perfect.
True. We might have
that's
to
why
we're
just rounding up to 4 John H. Glenn fireboats.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good point.
Especially because if it gets on the shirt, you might get hungry and eat the shirt later.
Yeah, that'd be valid. So let's just say, for the sake of ease, that 4 John H. Glenn. 4 fireboat John H. Glenn Jr.'s can supply the entire United States with all of their drinking milk. Is that how we're gonna close it out?
3.7.
Yeah, I think that's solid. I think that's.
Yeah, I'd agree with that statement. I support that.
So thanks for listening to the Bull and Beely. Sorry, I fucked up.
Hey, everyone, just sign off with their respective call signs. Bull and Beely, go first.
This is Chasey Bogazer flying out on the boat. Then it's Adam.
It's me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my call sign. Bye.
Okay.
Hi.
Sam.
I'm signing out. Goodbye.
Don.
Bye forever.
Just got Sinead.
Okay.
You just got podcasted.
Let me hit the outro music. Hold on. Okay.
See everyone next time.